Well, I suppose it's live. Hi, everyone. It's Cassandra Williamson. You can't see me just at the moment. I am on the other side of the camera. Let me go back and get you back for a second. I'm out on the way to the Huntington VA. Go to the front camera there. There I am. I'm back. So anyway, hi, everybody. Good morning this Thursday. I'm on Highway 52, driving toward Huntington. I'm almost there. I should be there at about 15 after, roughly. I'm running a little bit late. Took me a minute to get out of the house today. Take care of everything with Mom. Make sure she has something to eat, and go to the bathroom, stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to turn it around and go back to the other side. And I'll just talk as we move along, if it's all right with everybody. Okay, so right there, I'm trying to get my camera to stay in spot. All right. Phew. So this is another episode of, this is a transgender veteran, and everybody out there is calling me one of those transgender terrorists or whatever, so I'm just going to go play with that and just go run with it, because you know how that is. Day in the life of a transgender veteran from and a terrorist, according to many, Matt Walsh and all that bunch of idiots. And so we got all the stuff going on, and I am driving and getting ready to get onto a short little access road to 64, Interstate 64. We're going onto this road and go see what we have going on here. Oh, they got a stop sign over yonder. Huh. I did not know that. So anyway, yeah, this is a second episode where I put out my itinerary basically for the day of what my life is like as a one of those dangerous trans terrorists. Oh my God, you gotta watch out. There are so many of us. There's more than a million of us in the country. You gotta round all up, according to Walsh and Rufo and all those other bunch of idiots out there. So they think that we're just a danger to the world, and we're on all these chemicals and hormones and stuff, and it all interacts with everything about who we are, and we're just dangerous. And so, let me fly around this truck. It's got some scrap metal on the back of it. Okay, I'll go up here and turn off again at another little road. It's Airport Road. Tri-State Airport. That's where I am out here on, I think it says 64. Yeah, it is 64. Heading to Huntington. And yeah, it's a really major metropolitan area. Oh my God. Yes. Right. So I am going up here, and I've got to go to the VA, got to go there for occupation a little bit late. I've already called them, let them know that I'm going to be late, because I don't like leaving people hanging like that. But left the house, got everything taken care of, and I turn off on Airport Road and go toward VA. And you can ride with me up on top of the hill to the VA here in Huntington. And all we do is just go down, and it's a really easy road. It's really easy to get there. It really is. But it just, there's body shop. I just passed, man. Life in the big time city, in the country. Somebody said, can you live out in the country or in the city, or which one do you like? I said, look, I can live anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter to me. I can live in cities that don't even speak the same language as me. I can learn theirs if I needed to. You know what I'm saying? I'm at home wherever I am. And I just make peace with that, and I try to do my best to learn more about those cultures that there. I don't try to impose my own views on a bunch of crappy old people. I don't think I have that right, do you? Yep, confirmation of an in-person visit. Just got that over here. I just called them too so they would know that I'm running a little bit late. Go here, and we're going to Walker Branch Road. I took this road around in a circle. No, it wasn't this road, was it? No, it's another road. It's a different road. Because I wanted to see where it would go. I left the VA one day and then turned right rather than turning left. I wanted to see what would happen. So I went over into to Huntington and then down the railroad, down beside the main road, and it went miles and miles and miles and miles out into the middle of nowhere. But it turned out it came right back to the VA. Big old circle. Yeah, it just shows you can't get lost around. Well, you can be lost in the immediate situation, right where you are right now. You might not know specifics, but just keep going. You'll find something that you recognize, or at least will lead you to a place that you will recognize. So that's what makes it fun, though, right? To get out in the middle of nowhere and then just drive. I get on the road and go out on the trails and wherever. I mean, that's what I loved about down in the Boone, North Carolina one time. This must have been 40 years ago. I didn't know anything about any of those places. I didn't have good maps, and they were certain there were no GPS systems back then. But I had family in West Jefferson, which is Ashe County, which is the next county to the north. Boone County down there in Boone, North Carolina. So I just went and rode around on top of the hills, out in the middle. I just took roads. I had no clue where I was going or what was going on. I just went to the end and turned around and came back the other way, or just kept on going until I ran into something that looked like it might lead somewhere. And it just, just the day getting lost, knowing darn well that you're not going to be permanently lost around here. There's just no way for that. Anyway, so getting ready to turn onto, I think this is, I'm not sure if this is Spring Valley Road or not, that I'm on right now, but this goes to the VA. It goes by there's a big VA cemetery up here called the VA, or it's called Spring Valley Cemetery. And I know they had a 9/11 memorial here last week. I couldn't be here though, because all my obligations with family take precedent over everything, just about. So, an obligation I am humbled and honored to do for them. It's just the way it is. So, this American transgender, dangerous, infamous terrorist. This is the cemeteries over here. You see where it is on my left. But I had doctor's appointments at the VA. I got one appointment at the VA, at the VHA, the Veterans Health Administration. That's where I'm going now. Almost there, really. Not too far from it. And anyway, I got that occupational therapy, going there for that. Then I'll have myself some lunch at the VA in the cafeteria. And then I've got an appointment downtown with the VA benefits office, the regional benefits office in Huntington here. I don't know how far it is from here, but I've got it. I know the address, at least got it mapped out. So I go down there for that. That's to take care of some stuff for my mom that needs to be taken care of. Should have been taken care of almost 30 years ago, I guess, at this point. But, that's the way it works. So, let's see what we can do for mom. I got to get back home. Depending on what time I get out of the VBA office in downtown Huntington, how much time I have, let's see. Maybe I can go drive through the Dingus area, go through the tunnel. Take you with me where my family lived and where my great-great-greats lived and all that. All those people are all over the place there, so buried in those areas, part of all of that. The Heritage Americans, yeah. Ugh. I mean, that sounds like a cool name, doesn't it? But that's really, if you're born here in this country, or if you were naturalized here, then you're an American. Doesn't matter really how long you've been here. If those two conditions apply, there's no caveats, no footnotes, no nothing, then you are an American. And I can't believe these conversations are taking place over on different social media platforms. People questioning all kinds of things. You got Walsh going out there saying that he wants to round up and institutionalize all of these people, transgender people, and you got other people, Laura Loomer and a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of people out there going. And people who have some influence and power, at least they do have power, even though they're nothing really. They're not connected in any official way to this administration, but they have influence so much so that they get people fired for having a pride flag somewhere sitting on their desk. So, yeah, you got to be careful around these people. Some of them will absolutely clean your clock. So you have to be really cautious about that. I'm going to turn into the parking deck here, and patient parking only, it says. Okay, patient parking only. So I don't know what's up with all of the... Uh-oh, we got stuff blocked off everywhere. Well, let me just park right here. Bing! I need to get away from that door, though. I don't want somebody to take out my car. As I head in the main building, but I'll have to turn it off here shortly because